Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Generic Anime Podcast, where we
The fuck
pirate
is that?
every single game that we own. And
We
don't
don't-
suffer.
We are not
Actually,
legally
I
allowed to say
buy
that
every
we do
game
not-
that I play because I want to
Piracy
help.
is the way of life.
Yeah, I support both those
Piracy.
guys. I'm not like these
Piracy.
guys.
Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
We are not allowed to legally say that. We buy all of our games usually via Steam.
I actually
anyway,
do.
Hello.
Being
welcome
police
to
Hello
this.
there,
sponsors
welcome
us.
to another episode of Generic Anime Podcast, where I decide let's talk about video games and the whole thing, just because
Yeah,
I thought why not.
we
So what
play-
games have you... Before we start, let's get into some of the news. Oblivion got remastered.
Oh yes, and
Yeah.
there's a. Let me find this. So Oblivion Remastered. To those of you who know about a little history of gaming in regards to microtransactions, will know that generally speaking, what is considered to be the first successful microtransaction is horse
FIFA.
armor in the original Oblivion. And if you buy the collector's edition for a 10 extra euros, which was the original price of the horse armor DLC, I think, you will get in Oblivion Remastered horse armor.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Why are
I
they
thought that was pretty funny.
remastering it, by the way.
Money.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Real.
Yeah.
I
wish
think it's
someone-
partially because there's a fan project called Skyblivion, which they're recreating all of Oblivion in Skyrim engine. And Todd was like, this will make me money if I
It's
actually
kind
do
of
it
crazy
officially.
he's done that though. I feel bad for those
Good old
guys.
Todd
Confused.
Howard.
Todd Howard.
What is
All I
this?
hear is negative things about this guy. He's
Yeah.
Starfield guy, right?
Yeah, he's the I think he's the CEO or the lead director at Bethesda. I can't remember which one. But it's kind of annoying because like since Skyrim, every single Bethesda game is just Skyrim in a different environment.
Mm,
Like
Skyrim, but
Starfield
with
is
a different
Skyrim in
skin.
space.
I'm going through their games at the moment. I want to see everything that's come out since then.
It is kind of like honestly like Bethesda after Skyrim, they kind of fell into the whole of Ubisoft where every game is just same with different skin.
Or bad.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
I like honestly with Ubisoft especially, I have not played a single Assassin's Creed since I played through Origins, just because I really like the idea of ancient Egypt. I would have wished it was like proper ancient Egypt and not fucking Cleopatra in Egypt, but it is what it is. And I tried getting into is it Odyssey, the Greek one? And I
Yes,
played like
yes, it is,
half an
yes.
hour. It was like this is the exact same game with a different skin, and I have
Have
not
you guys
touched it
played the
since.
new Assassin's Creed already? Or
The Shadows.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
got that money.
Because
bro.
No.
I don't have that
I've
money
heard
to
I've heard
waste.
a lot of people complaining about that one. Like it's
Yeah,
not as
it's
good,
been in
not
the firing
accurate.
line for like 2 years now.
Who's
I
the director?
kind of wanted to
Was
get
it Mirage you're talking about? Assassin's
no
Creed Mirage?
Shadows, the
Oh,
Japan
Shadows.
one.
Oh yeah, that was
I
terrible.
kind of wanted to try Valhalla, but at the same time, A, I can't be asked because it's fucking Assassin's Creed, and B, it's probably going to butcher the Vikings.
You know what?
because
There's
it's
probably
Assassin's
been more bad Assassin's Creed games now than there have been good, which is
Yeah,
insane
I don't
to
think there's
consider.
been a genuinely good Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag.
That's crazy. That's like what, the 5th game, 4th game?
I think so.
don't
I
know.
think it came out. I think
How
it was
many
like fucking
Assassin's Creed?
2013.
They used to come out
Are
every year though, so like realistically,
That's a
into the
shit ton of
franchise's
Assassin's Creed. Like
history-
the Ezio Auditore, like that saga is by far the best Assassin's
that's probably
Creed.
the only
Then
good.
3 was a
Yeah,
bit
they are
meh.
great games.
Yeah, 3 was a bit
The
meh. Then even
first
Black Flag
Assassin's
was
Creed
pretty
that
good.
I played was like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which was a very good game. But the first one I properly like played all the way through was Unity.
I
Bro,
played.
isn't that
That
the
was a
dodgy
great
one?
game.
The one where the character's face, like they had eyes
Oh,
and a
it's
mouth
that
but
one.
no face.
I have
Yeah.
Unity is the one that's in France, right?
Napoleon's in that.
Yeah, I have Unity, but I've never actually played it. I got it for free when the Notre Dame burned down, and Ubisoft gave it away for free. To remember the
And
Notre Dame.
Nobody still played it.
Yep, nobody still played it. I have it. I have not touched it. But I actually played from Assassin's Creed. I played from 1 all the way to 3 whenever, like when they released, because I used to be a really big fan of Assassin's Creed, like in the ye olde days. And then, like some years later, I got Black Flag, and it was really good. And then I tried the one that's in London. I was like, no, this is just
Is it
shit
Syndicate?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Syndicate was really good. I don't know why
Oh,
people were
Syndicate, my
Caitlin it
bad.
for.
then
found it a
I
lot of fun.
How
I
to
just
kill a
really
game
tried doing
franchise,
all the
make a
gang
game in
warfare
London.
part.
yeah, I got Origin when it was cheap on the PlayStation. I played through it. It took me like a year and a half because I just couldn't stomach more than an hour of it at the time. It's a really long game. And then I
Can't
tried Odyssey and just it was the exact same game as Origins.
It's just a really
with a
bad
different
open
skin.
world
I
AAA game.
remember I bought Mirage a couple of months after it came out. I played it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, this feels like a really badly done game, and I just got rid of it the next day.
I do still really find it really funny the fucking Elden Ring saga shit with Ubisoft, like fucking game devs complaining on Twitter that Elden Ring is a badly designed game because it's sold better than Assassin's Creed. Like, Jesus
people are
fucking
but to
Christ.
be fair,
Just
what that
take
sort
the
of
L.
says to me
Just
is,
take the L.
how do they have such
Was-
like strong, hard-headed ideas of what a game should
Wasn't
be?
it the
but
guy
they're
who made
clearly wrong?
Balatro who complained that Elden Ring doesn't have any content in it?
I don't know, man.
It,
That's
it was
also,
some
just
like
objectively
some recently
incorrect.
very famous mobile game dev who said that Elden Ring has no content in it.
I think I know which one you're
Is it
talking
because
about.
of lack of microtransactions?
Probably.
No, it was like you just go around in the world and kill bosses.
You could
Yeah,
say
it was
that
the-
about
it was
game,
the,
bro.
Apparently, it was the Balatro creator
In,
said that Elden Ring has no
in his game,
has
you
no.
just play poker.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was. But speaking of, what games have we played recently since it was supposed to be the video game? I don't think I need to really answer that.
Let's see. I played War Thunder, War
I haven't played
Thunder,
anything
War
in the
Thunder,
last couple of
Stellaris,
months.
Call of Duty, Forza Horizon 5, 4, Grid. Does Wallpaper Engine count as a game?
No.
I've been
according to
playing
Steam, it
most.
does.
I played a little bit of Marvel Rivals. I actually had a bit of fun with it before my
Oh
internet
no,
went
it's
down.
gonna be the.
Did
Greener
you try it
episode
out with
again.
Animate?
Yeah, yeah. Marvel Rivals. Finally, I was about to.
Yeah,
I was
me
about
and
to
Animate also like until a few months ago we've been playing a lot of
Yeah,
Fortnite.
a lot of Fortnite. But since
Very fun.
Marvel Rivals released, that's pretty much the only game I've been playing. I've put
Forgot
I've put
about it.
everything on hold, and I'm like, yeah, I need to
Marvel
play this game.
Rivals.
Bro's put life on hold.
Have you been playing? Who's the thick thigh ice woman who just got
Emma
added?
Frost.
Frost.
Yes, I have been
Oh
playing
my
her.
gosh!
Uh-huh.
Not
And-
another snow bunny, bro. You guys
What can I do? What can I say?
Man of
There's
melanin
no bunny
descent
mind control.
and
I
snow
can't-
bunnies, bro. Exactly, bro.
Anime just
Every
sees thick
time.
thighs and goes, yes.
Exactly. Honestly,
But that's so
that-
unrealistic, guys.
And
Snow
and I
bunnies are
even
not built
bought
like that.
the
They're not
skin.
built like that.
I even bought on the skin because
They are
because
not
that
built like
that's it.
Fucking
That's it.
hell.
I'm that type of gamer. I'm that type of game. But
You
Oh, yeah,
will buy
just,
the Smexy skins.
been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals.
Who does
I have before that I never was big into like shooters or
shooters.
hero shooters or whatever.
Yeah.
And so for me, it literally has been a journey of having to learn how to play this type of games, positioning, how to feel for certain roles, how to do this, how to.
And he
Uh-oh.
froze.
In
good.
season 2 of, yeah, in season 2 of this current like run of Marvel Rivals, apparently there's a support strike. What happened?
No, your
now
camera
is he,
froze.
is
for a
he
second.
saw us
You're back.
frozen now? That'd be so funny.
Wait, I was frozen. Oh wait.
Yeah, you
For a
were
second,
frozen.
yeah.
You were frozen.
We-
then
we
you started
heard-
speaking, and then you responded to like yourself freezing or something like 2 minutes after you
No.
stopped.
Yeah,
It was
your
quite
camera
funny.
sped up the freezing bit. It
No.
looked really weird.
Yeah.
We did hear about the
We will
we did
get a
hear about
studio
the
one day. Just donate to us to help us get it.
Yeah, but
yeah we
Speaking of funding,
did
he's got the cash.
hear about the support strike.
Yeah, because apparently a lot of people were talking shit about supports and it's easiest role to play and whatever. And so now supports are like, that's it.
So
we're
what?
not
They
gonna play
they
anymore."
unionized, and then together they
Exactly.
all decided.
Exactly.
So
They're like, we're
unionizing
not gonna
in
heal
Marvel Rivals.
nobody. So now it's a little bit harder to play the game now because, like for an example, I play as a tank most of the time, and sometimes I have to try to fill as support, and it's a completely different mindset. Like you are so used to be on the front line that when you're behind it, sometimes I see myself going up front, and then the whole team is behind me, and they're like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And then I just die.
You know what?
Yeah.
Speaking of players unionizing, I want to talk about a very big moment in War Thunder history. It is nearly
Which
2
one?
years.
Which one
since
of the unionizations?
Oh my god.
It's 2 years since the big War Thunder fucking strike that even I participated in by not playing War Thunder for a whole 2
To
weeks.
those unfamiliar, Gaijin Entertainment, the creators of War Thunder, are well known for being really money-hungry little shits.
Oh.
To a point where they often make really, really shit decisions for the game just because it's gonna make players frustrated and spend more money. And I can't remember which was the exact one a couple of years ago, but the game got review bombed so bad that for a while it wasn't available on Steam because they couldn't show the
Damn.
reviews.
Jeez.
It got taken off of Steam because of how bad it was.
Yeah.
It was terrible because
I can't remember what was the exact reason for that.
it was they what did they do again? They decreased the amount of money that you get from all games and
Oh, yeah,
decided
yeah,
to
they
pay
basically,
more
like,
repair cost.
Right now, if you were to like start a brand new tech tree in War Thunder, if it was one of the bigger ones, it would take you like 2 years currently to get to the absolute top tier, and they wanted to reduce the rewards by 30%.
Damn, that would have taken
Yeah.
you so much longer then.
Yeah, it is like the grind is notoriously bad in
pay.
Gaijin games.
Yeah. Me and Rage, we were at work, and somebody else at my work was talking about they played War Thunder for the first time. They said they stopped after like 2 weeks because the grind was just too much.
Yeah, like War Thunder is a really, really good game, but it is unfortunately developed by absolute morons.
All
Yeah.
live
What about
service
sponsors,
games
guys?
suck, man. Guys, don't play live service games. Don't give them your money. Don't play.
Yeah.
Don't play.
Some live service
I've been
games are
playing
good,
Just
it
play
like-
Marvel
for 5
Rivals
years
and buy
now.
the goon skins. That's the
Like,
only thing that you need to do.
you could argue that Space Marine 2 and Helldivers 2 are live service games, and those are really, really good. Obviously, Sony kind of fucked Helldivers 2, but, you know.
But
One
you
game I
still
have
hear a
actually
lot more
been-
good stuff about these games compared to other games, you know?
Yeah. One game
Yeah.
I have been playing recently is Final Fantasy XIV. If I go and check, I have clocked just under 200 hours in the past month in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Jesus
Bro, it's,
Christ, man.
Obviously, like, admittedly, a big part of that is me just sitting in queues waiting for dungeons to pop while I'm leveling my DPS jobs, and I'm just watching YouTube on the other screen. So it's not all just active playtime, but I have been playing quite a lot of it as well.
Can I uninstall Ubisoft Connect, please?
What about
I've
you,
been-
consumer? What games have you been playing recently? If
No,
No, I
any?
haven't
Baldur's
played
Gate.
anything recently, but the last thing I played was RE1. I was doing an RE1 remaster playthrough. Really
I've
good
also been
game,
playing
man. I
KCD
think
too.
the gameplay loop in the Resident Evil games, like the puzzles, plus like
Yeah.
the whole survival horror. You've got like 2 pieces of ammo. Don't waste it. So good. Plus, especially
I know
in
which one you're
RE1.
talking about now.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
No,
Resi-
I think I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah, Resident 1, I think, is best Resident Evil, although people usually know either 4 or 3.
Yeah, 4.
It's the one with like the fixed camera angles. Coolest.
Yeah,
thing
it's
ever.
the one in the mansion.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them have mansions in them.
Yeah, didn't Resi 4 just got remastered, right? A
Yeah,
couple of
yeah,
months
it was
ago.
the most recent one they've released,
Yeah.
I think. RE2 before that was remastered. RE1.
Yeah.
RE1 was
Was-
remastered ages ago. RE3 was remastered as well.
Last
Before
year, I think, was
RE4.
Resi 3. Is it?
No.
Is it 6 that's the one in the bayou?
Yes,
the
yes,
weird-
yes, with
weird
the
redneck
African
family, yeah.
zombies. And Chris
Oh no,
Redfield
no,
punches
not that
a
one.
bull.
guy.
It's Resi 7 is the one with the family in the fucking Louisiana bayou.
Yes, that one is
Okay,
so
yeah.
good.
Oh,
First person horror. Like,
I just
genuinely
remembered one of the
terrifying.
questions I was gonna ask you guys. But what games did you play very young that had very that?
Roblox.
What games did you play when you were young that are like formatted? What sort of games you play now?
Roblox.
Old school
Roblox.
RuneScape. I still absolutely love MMOs. I
Okay,
played
I-
I played a shit ton of Lord of the Rings Online and a shit ton of RuneScape, and I still play both of those games.
So
I
aside
would say
from the
the
obvious games
Arkham
of, like,
series of Batman games. That's for me.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
for me, it's Need for Speed and then Mortal Kombat.
That's an awful
Actually, one-
name.
one
Those
game
two, those two
one game
games
that-
have formed my like entire fucking thing.
One thing that did really has still really influenced what I play is my mom used, I think she still has it, has the original NES, the Nintendo
Ooh.
Entertainment System.
Ooh,
And
okay.
We have the she now has the mini NES, which allows you to like play all the original games on like modern TVs and shit because nobody has the old like plugs anymore. but it's the one game that I especially remember really liking, and I feel like kind of influenced what I still play, is the very first Legend of Zelda, which is like a top scrolling adventure game, and I still play a lot of like adventure and survival crafting games that have like similar vibes.
I'm
B
still a
and I play a
sucker-
shit ton of survival crafting games.
I was really
But-
big into Super Mario games when I was a kid. Like a lot of the, the video game when I was a kid was the Nintendo DS. You know, so that's
Oh,
we could
the
only
DS,
play games on
great
that.
console.
So a lot of Mario games like Mario Party, the Olympics, Super Mario Bros. Then I remember I've downloaded like an emulator to play the original Super Mario as well. So now that I think
Oh,
about it,
yeah.
I've played a ton of Mario.
If you
games
download that
nowadays.
legally, Animate.
Of course, Speedy, of course. Because
I also have an
Here's a
emulator
try.
for PlayStation 1 on my PC
I
that I
have an
used to play
actual
the original
PS1.
Digimon games from like
Yeah.
90s. Digimon World 1 and Digimon World 2.
Yeah,
like,
I
probably
still
dominant.
play a lot of the Need for Speed games. I have a bunch of the
Awful name.
Need for Speed PS3 games on my PS3 at my grandma's house, and some other different ones. And then also Mortal Kombat 9. I'm still trying to fight and get a copy of that game so I can play it again because I want to play the story mode again. Partly because I want to see the costumes again.
One game I did actually play quite a lot
Whoa,
when I
I
that's
was
know
sus,
younger.
what
bro.
costumes you want to
That's
watch, man.
sus.
I know what.
Have you seen the costumes of Mortal Kombat 9? That defined my entire childhood for
Bruh.
a particular
No
reason.
more
Speaking-
gooning.
Speaking about games again, since this is the theme of the episode, have you guys watched the
From
anime
back in the day
adaptation of
when EA still made
Devil
good
May Cry?
games.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I
I.
have this.
Ooh.
Ooh, Lord of the Rings.
A PC
mid-
game
Battle-
version as well. My gosh.
Battle for Middle Earth. They were Lord of the Rings RTSs that are like they're one of the cult classics of RTSs, and you cannot get them anywhere anymore because EA didn't pay their fucking license to the Tolkien Foundation, so they cannot legally sell it anywhere. And like functioning copies of this game go for a lot of money nowadays.
Bro, cheese.
And I
do
have
it.
all of them. I also still have the disc for the original Lord of the Rings Online as well.
Oh yeah, I just want to shout out at one of my favorite games of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2. Absolute.
It's
That's
fucking
such an
banging
NPC game, bro. I've never.
would love to get it on
fucking
PC,
NPC
though.
Game. It's an actually good game.
I don't know.
I would
bro.
love to
That
get it
game
on
was
PC
boring as
though,
heck.
because
Looks like
Do you
I'm not
guys
a huge
have
fan
a
of
favorite
console
game?
gaming.
Like, of
I'm
course, we know that
Last of Us
Speedy's
2,
favorite
Last
game
of Us
is
2, Last of Us 2.
Red Redemption. But what about you guys?
Last
It's
of
one of
Us
my
2.
favorite games, not my favorite game.
My favorite game might be a surprise to people because it's Kingdom Come Deliverance.
First,
I'm
the
not-
second
I'm
one.
Weird. The second one is a better game, but I have a weird attachment to the first one. I will fully admit I love the second one, and it is a significantly better game. But I haven't had like I only got 88 hours in the second game so far, and I just haven't got like that kind of an attachment to it.
I
Okay.
see.
Fair.
My favorite game of all time is a game I've had since it had come out. I don't have it at the moment, but I've had it for like near on when it came out. Need for Speed Hot
Bloodspotting.
Pursuit.
Mm,
I got it with my
Bloodspotting.
I got it with my PS3, and it was like the only game I had for like several years. So it was the only game I ever played, and it was just so
Yeah.
much fun.
I
Like,
hope you're not
for me,
gonna
it's
drive like
really
that
hard to
once
say
you get
like
your
what is
license.
my
If
like
I
singular
tried to
favorite game.
calculate how much hours I got in that game over like 2 or 3 different PS3s and a PS4 and 5, I think I'm near on like 10,000, maybe 40,000 hours in that game.
40,000. Okay, I'm actually about to check how long 40,000.
I don't
Because
think
I
you
played
can
through it.
have 40,000 hours in it.
Because I have played that game so much, like
You
near
guys
on
keep
4
count
hours
of
every
the
You know,
hours
you
of
know
the
that's
game.
Like, Speedy-
1,666 days, Speedy.
You don't have over 3 years of active playtime in that game.
That's
Yeah.
4.5 years worth of
I
Yeah.
played that-
active playtime.
Wait, Need for
That's
Speed.
4.5 years of
Pursuit.
straight gameplay, bro. No
Released.
stopping, no pausing.
I mean, there probably
Uh,
is someone
No,
who
that's
has
the,
done
that's the
something
rem-
like that.
No, wait, that's the remaster. I want the original. I want the
Speedy
original
spent
release date.
a quarter
the
of his
game I
life
have-
playing Need for Speed.
The
Hot
game
Pursuit.
I have by far the most
2010 it came
Yeah.
out. So yeah, I've
The,
played
the
that
game I
every
have
day
by
since
far the
2010.
most hours in is Lord of the Rings Online, which I have played since I think 2007, and I have about like
Damn.
10,000 hours in that.
I have about 5,000 hours in War Thunder.
I only have like 3,500. Yeah, Lotro
Okay,
came out in
1.5.
2007, and I played it really early on, and my hours in that are like about 10,000.
Can't lie. Also, I got to also include Burnout Paradise in that same category
Ooh,
because
Burnout
it is
Paradise
such
is
a
a classic.
fucking
I've
great
only
game.
ever owned,
game-
I think, one racing game. That was one of the Burnout games, and I played it for like an hour when I was a kid.
Never heard of it.
Burnout Paradise is like actually shaped my music taste.
Yeah.
Like
Boom,
I think
boom.
about
many
all the songs
bangers.
from that
Yeah.
game, like, and I
Paradise
listen to all,
City.
pretty much all of them now. Yeah,
Chill Switch Engage was there as well, I think.
yeah. It's My Curse. Was it? It's one of the songs by Airborne. It's a very good, overall best fucking soundtrack in a racing game. But like the first
have
like
you-
non-racing game I ever played was either Uncharted,
Classic.
one of the Uncharted games.
Yeah,
I didn't
Uncharted
really
games are
enjoy
quite
it that
fun.
much. Was it Uncharted 3? I think it was Uncharted 3.
Was
'cause
it the
came on my
desert one, the
PS3.
snow one, or the
desert?
jungle one? Okay, then that would be 3.
I
Okay,
actually
yeah.
have all of the original Uncharted games when they
did
made the
enjoy it.
remasters for them. I have all of those on PlayStation
I still
because they
haven't
were
played the
like all
first
3 were
one.
available for like $5 at one point.
At first, when I played it on PS3, I didn't really enjoy it. But when I got my PS4 and it came with the Uncharted games, I actually played it because once again, it was the only game I had. And I couldn't afford another game for like,
They're really fun.
months. It was
My,
a pretty
my only
fun
problem with
game,
the
but,
Uncharted
like,
games is I have them on console,
yeah.
Same,
and playing
same, same.
playing shooter games on console is just ass.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it
I
makes
quite
sense.
That's
Playing
that's
on
one of the reasons
console.
why I've never finished. I really like Red Dead 2, but I've never finished it because I just can't stand playing shooter games on console.
Red mid 2. What a
It is not,
Whoa.
game of
it's
the
not a
year
mid
edition.
game.
Lame
Consumer,
of
I
the
will
year
fight you
edition,
for that
more
opinion.
like.
Like B absolutely loves Red Dead 2, and she had to like eventually it got to the point when she had to only have female horses because the fucking horse balls are very prominent on your screen whenever you're riding.
That's actually so funny.
Oh,
The horse balls also
GTA
shrink when you
5.
go into cold areas.
yeah. Most
what?
feature of that game.
Yeah, for
oh, yeah.
why though?
Realism. Speaking of games, GTA 5. I've played that game a fucking lot, and it's kind of how I met all my online friends.
That
pretty
game
much,
sucks,
through
man.
GTA 5.
No one can
I've
comp-
never
tell
gotten
that
into any
game is
GTA
good.
game.
Consumer, you're just bad at GTA. That's
GTA is actually the most boring, like useless game. Like
It looks really dull.
I,
It's made- it came
I,
out in 2013.
go on really horrible mid to third person missions, bro. Bro, I'd rather if I want to play their missions, I'd rather just play like Warzone or something. If I want to drive, I'm not playing GTA for its driving. It's like a lot of half-baked like little mini games.
Is it like GTA 5's system for flying aircraft really like notoriously shit as well?
It's terrible, but it's so funny. It is so funny. To be honest, I have a bias because pretty much every single member of all my PlayStation friends, we've all played that game. We've all met through that game. We've all played a metric fuck ton of that game, and like that's the game that got started our friend group on PlayStation.
I don't think I have any connection
That's
left to
my
any
bias
of
to
my
it.
original friends. I met
Minecraft
by
better,
video
bro.
games.
Minecraft better.
Minecraft was good, yeah. Minecraft was a lot of fun, but like 2016,
I can't even remember when I
2015,
played vanilla
2014
Minecraft
to
last.
like 2017, Minecraft was peak.
Cheese was.
I've
a
always
day
just
one
played like
Minecraft
I
enjoyer.
think I've never even finished vanilla Minecraft.
Me neither. I still
What?
never killed the Ender Dragon. I
neither.
just like to
I
make a
al-
house and chill.
I think I've killed the Ender
I-
Dragon
I've
like
killed-
20 times.
I've killed the Ender Dragon, but I always play Minecraft modded, like with shitload of mods.
Oh.
Because like I much more enjoy like I feel like vanilla Minecraft has fucking nothing to do.
yeah,
It's like you build a house, you've completed the game because there's nothing else.
That's literally what I do every time. Literally, best time of my life, man. I build a house, build a hot tub, and that's me done. Good game, good session.
Very good game.
Rinse and repeat in 2 years'
boy.
time.
Oh boy.
Like B and I play a shitload of survival crafting games, so we do play Minecraft every now and then as well, and that is always like with a shitload of mods.
Oh, one game I really enjoyed was Conan Exiles. That was such a fun game to play.
I played
but,
Conan Exiles quite a lot. I would love
I
to
didn't
get the
play it
new
much,
island map
but-
though. Well, I say new, it's like fucking what 10 years old at this, but not that old. But yeah, like the original map for Conan Exiles is a bit shite, and I would love to get Isle of Sifta, but I don't
Mhm.
feel like it's worth $20 just to get a new map in a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro's chest
It's
is looking bodacious.
One game I do actually really like is Valheim.
What's that?
Valheim is the like almost PlayStation 1 graphic-y like Viking game, Viking adventure game where it has first of all it has a really good building system, and
Maybe
it's
go on
just
the PlayStation app, see what
it's
games
so
I actually
fun.
know.
I have almost 400 hours in Valheim through like 1.5 playthroughs I've done with Bia and a couple of other friends.
Sorry.
I think it was also originally made by like one guy.
One guy like Minecraft.
It's one of those like I don't want to say OG, but it's one of those like really early on like massive indie successes. I mean,
What
the whole
game,
Arma,
like-
the success.
Is there a
what's that?
genre of games that you don't particularly like, but then you played like a game from it and then you started to like it?
Oh, if you just stopped in games I didn't like, I would have just said whatever Speedy likes to play.
honestly, if you would have just
kill
stopped
yourself.
games you don't like, I would say every single racing game ever.
Right, anyways,
I just don't.
I used to not like shooting
I
see the
games.
don't
point
like
in racing
sports
games.
games, so like FIFA,
Yes,
PES,
sports
this is why
yeah,
I
or
like-
racing games, I
those
just
games
don't see the
trash.
point in.
Like my brothers love them. Like every year they need to buy like the newest FIFA or whatever. But I don't seem to see the appeal on it. I
Yeah.
FIFA's
I
so
used to not
good,
like,
bro.
I
It'd
used
like
to
to
not
bang
like
your head in balls.
first-person shooter games, but then I played Battlefield 1, and then yeah, that changed my mind
That
very
seems
quickly.
very
yeah,
up
I
your
also
alley,
don't
though,
don't
first
fuck
person
too much
games.
with first-person shooters. I don't know why.
For me, it needs to be a very particular first-person shooter. Like when we
Titanfall 2.
tried playing COD, that was just ass. But I really like shit like Arma, DayZ. I recently got the Stalker games. Like I feel like there's a certain level of arcadiness that ruins a first-person shooter for me.
You want it to be more realistic.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what makes it fun, though.
I want my games to be the opposite. I need less reality in games. Like that's why I like
Have you
Final
guys,
Fantasy.
have you guys played For Honor?
Nah, that game sucks,
I-
bro.
I
went
have
and
For
bought
Honor, but I've
Kingdom
never
Come
played it.
instead.
I also have
I-
I have Battlefield 5, but I've never played it.
Battlefield 5 is alright. You know,
Is
I
it
like
5
both
that's the
Battlefield-
World War one?
No, Battlefield 1 is World War 1.
Oh,
and
Battlefield 1, yeah,
5 is
I have
World
that
War
one. I have
2.
that one. Yeah.
Why didn't they just call it
Like-
Battlefield 2?
There is
I don't
also
know.
like a level of that because I absolutely love is it Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, not the shitty EA remake.
Yeah, the PS2
Yeah,
one.
it's Star Wars Battlefront 2 from the year of our Lord 2005, which is a really arcadey shooter, but I really like
older
it.
than my brother.
One really arcadey shooter I like is Earth Defense Force 5. It's just like it's
Oh, you
literally the
haven't
most
heard of
arcadey shitty game ever. The graphics are terrible, but like you're just shooting at aliens all day. It's basically just Helldivers too, but like on Earth.
Like there is a level of arcadiness that's
Ooh, sorry.
fine, but it also depends on the like kind of game.
Are you okay? You look dead inside.
Like
I think we all kind of do today. Not gonna lie.
yeah.
Wait,
I
who's he
reckon people like
talking to?
mega dead inside. He looks like the soul's been
Me?
sucked out of him.
Or cheese?
Yeah.
Me? Now, this is my attentive listening
He's just
position.
smiling for the first time in years.
But I don't think there's really a game series where
Oh.
I've hated and then found one that like a style of game that I really liked. Like
You're
there
you're
are
fucking
games
with
that I'm
Rocket League.
absolutely terrible at, but I really like. Like I am really bad at RTSs, but I love RTSs, but I'm really bad at them.
Have you any of you played Rocket League?
Oh,
Nope.
bro, I love
I
Rocket
did.
League, man.
I fucking love Rocket
rugby.
League.
My little brother loves Rocket League, but I don't see the appeal. Not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
don't see-
same.
It is just fucking just drive around and you whack the ball. It's so
I
fun.
saw like a
think
video
it's
on it
better
on
than
YouTube,
FIFA.
and it combines two things I don't like, which is football and cars. I have absolutely
Exactly.
zero interest in it.
Have you guys played the South Park games?
No.
Oh, they're so funny. Oh yeah, geez, I bet you
I
played
can
Insurgency.
I sometimes like pee poo poo humor, but there is a limit
Yeah,
to that, and I feel like the South Park
Have
games
you-
go overboard.
You've played Insurgency Sandstorm, right? Or not?
Which one?
Insurgency Sandstorm.
I don't think
It's
I
sort of
have.
like a almost realistic like shooter game. Think like
Oh,
the
it's this
bridge
one,
between
right?
Armor and COD.
No, I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. Have
Uh,
any of you played
2000
Detroit Become Human?
Nope.
Nah,
I've
that game
seen
looks
clips
boring,
of
bro.
it. It looks
Actually,
very cool,
there is a
but-
game series that I thought I wouldn't like until I got into it, and now I'm a massive fan. And that's Dark Souls, or like Souls likes in general. Like
Mm.
I always like I looked at videos of it like when I was young, and I thought like it looks really cool, but I didn't think I would enjoy it. And I kind of struggle through like my very first playthrough, like attempted playthrough of the original Dark Souls. I died, like I got stuck on one of the bosses. I can't remember
Gargoyles.
which one. And it kind of went like, I'm never touching this game again. Like a year later, I played through it, and I like actually intelligently made my build, and I actually really enjoyed it. And now I love every fucking, like, not every Souls like, but a lot of Souls like I absolutely love.
But here's a question though, guys. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Is it like isn't it funny how it's not a question actually, it's more of a thought, but isn't it funny how sometimes like you have such a hard time with certain games, like to the point where you get angry, like, and
Yeah.
but at the same time
FIFA.
you also like playing them just because
Yeah,
it's strange, I don't know if
Also,
like
you
Big
like
War Thunder, but it gets
feeling
me
of
fucking
the feeling
pissed
of
off.
achievement when you
Exactly,
finally do
exactly.
like that was a big thing for me in Dark Souls. Like a lot of the bosses are very frustrating, but then you finally beat them, like fuck yes. Like honestly, my love for the Soul series is the only reason why I own a PlayStation, because Bloodborne has never been released on PC.
Bro,
me,
I've
like,
played
the-
every Soulsborne game except for Demon Souls and DS3, and I've only completed Bloodborne. But
Dark Souls
every
3
one,
was, I think Dark Souls 3 is the best Dark Souls game. Like obviously the first one is the like OG Dark Souls.
Sekiro
Demon
better.
Souls are
Hold on,
Sekiro
like,
better, bro. Sekiro
I had a
better.
copy.
Grappling
Sek-
hook
Sekiro is really
equals
good.
10 out of 10
I
game.
love the combat system in Sekiro.
I had Bloodborne on my PlayStation 4, but it's a case of I lost the disc.
I gave
sorry,
my
I gave
copy
this-
away, and I just
I gave-
thought
I
I'm
gave-
never going to be able
Yeah,
to
I
play
gave
that
I
game
gave a
again.
copy to somebody else and they never gave it back. So
Yeah.
it's
No,
Yeah,
not
I
like-
literally
Bloodborne's the
clocked
one
that.
that's
I'm never
hardest
going to
to
be able to
get
play that
into.
game again.
Have you guys played the Just Cause games?
Which
Played
ones?
3.
Just Cause,
Just
no.
Cause.
I think I did once the Just Cause 3.
It's
if I
like
recall
Yeah,
correctly.
that's
GTA,
not
but
free.
slightly less bad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally just blowing up everything simulator. It's one of my. It is such a fun
There is
game.
one game. Do you guys have any game series that you have like a love-hate relationship? Like it's fine, but I would never pay full price for it. Kind of game shit.
Oh, I
Just
think
one or the other
that's-
for me.
Because for me, it's Far Cry. Like I like them as an idea, but I would absolutely never pay more than than $5 for a Far Cry game.
I need to play the OG ones, but because I see what I see
think
from the later
maybe-
ones, they seem a bit boring.
Maybe some
I
of the Sonic
played.
games.
I've started from. I think I started from Far Cry 2, and I played every one since except the newest one, which I think is Far Cry 6.
Yeah, the one with Gustavo Fring.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar.
Is Far Cry
Yeah,
3 the
You know
really
what,
good one?
Giancarlo
Far Cry 3 is the
Esposito.
one, the most popular one probably. But yeah, I
With
haven't played
Nacho
6
Vargas from Better Call
Yeah.
Saul.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
thinking
it's,
about your question. I don't actually think I could.
Yeah,
answer
I-
it.
Because here's the
enjoy-
thing, if I don't like a game, like even if it's whatever, I just not gonna play it anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
For me,
sometimes
it's
I
like
play
I-
games when they're on sale anyway, so it's like.
yeah. It's like for me,
Yeah.
I like the Far Cry games, but it's not like I need a specific feeling to play them, and I would absolutely never pay more than $5 for a Far Cry game because they're just not worth more than that.
What free games do you guys play? Because everybody's
Rocket League.
had the broke phase.
Hoyo Games, War
Oh.
Thunder.
Yeah,
Although
Hoyo
FF14
Games,
14,
calling
Marvel
War
Trial.
Thunder a free game is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. What about Crossout, the other Gaijin game?
Nah.
I remember when it was like being advertised everywhere. I was like, "Oh, Gaijin Entertainment. They seem like a good company. They made this really cool game." Then I discovered War
Yeah.
Thunder.
I did play a bit of Enlisted as
think-
well. I haven't played it in years, but it was pretty fun, like brainless streaming game with some friends who just talk shit and shit
So-
on PCs.
Is there a game series that you guys follow that like you've always loved, but then like they made a shit
Total
game
War.
and it fell off for you?
Total War, but it hasn't like they have made some shitty games and some mistakes, but I still love Total War. Partially because the new series is with Warhammer, like Total War Warhammer.
I loved so Need for Speed and Mortal Kombat. I love those games. Need for Speed from like 2012's Most Wanted to Rivals was really bad. Then they got one really good game, which was just called Need for Speed. Then they made Payback, which is absolutely terrible. And then the next two games were pretty good because they switched studios from where it was before, Black Box to Ghost, and they started making good games. And then another one was Mortal Kombat. Like, I played 9, 10, and 11. They're all really good. I went over to play all the old games through some ways, sailing the high seas methods and also buying them on like PS2. And then Mortal Kombat 1 came out, what was it, 2023? I was really excited for it because it's like, oh, it's going to be a reboot of the franchise. It's going to be like good. But then I was watching the trailers and it's like, this feels something wrong about it.
The fucking
like,
reboot of the franchise shit never works.
Yeah, but I'm like, maybe it's all right. Maybe it's all right. It's like, and then I played the game. I played the story. I finished the whole story in one day. I'm like, this game's just Injustice, but like reskinned as Mortal Kombat. Like it's got all the feelings of an Injustice game, but it's just put with the skin of Mortal Kombat.
I actually realized something
it's
really
like,
weird. Like
They messed up the whole game.
Speedy plays racing games and like Mortal Kombat-esque fighting games, and those are the two game franchises that I just cannot stand playing.
I play other games too, but like those are my two like favorite games.
Like
I'd say.
I think I played Tekken 3 back in the day, and I just could not see the point, and I have not touched any game like it since.
I think games like these are very funny when you play them with a friend. They come over, you guys play like Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. It's always funny, because it's about like, you shitting on your friend who has never played the game, and you can basically demolish them.
Until they
But it
button
makes you
mash their
feel
way into
superior.
beating you.
Exactly. But for me to play them alone, it's I think that I like those games, but it's not like I'm gonna get out of my way to play them. It's almost like, oh, if I'm at a place and they have this game, I'm gonna play it, or if it's on sale on Steam, I'm gonna buy it maybe. But never
Anyway,
like
have you played Injustice?
I did, but I don't like it that much. Like the first Injustice was very, very good. I think the first Injustice should have stayed like a one game thing,
Are those
shouldn't have
the
done that.
like
But then they saw
Marvel
the
and
money.
DC fighting games?
Yeah, these are like the
Marvel
DC.
vs.
It's
Capcom.
basically like Mortal Kombat, but with DC characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean it is a bit.
the
different,
second
like,
one
on the physics-wise,
is,
but it's still, yeah.
yeah, it's the story not that
One of the
good.
worst games ever made was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. It was such a
Actually,
cool concept.
I think that
really
that's a
enjoyed
very
it.
good game. I think that that's
I
a
actually,
very
the thing is that I genuinely really enjoyed it, but like they took all the things that make Mortal Kombat out of the game. So like,
Yeah, they had to
put
tone it
fatalities,
down.
There was no gore.
Actually,
it was
I
bigger than
realized-
12.
Speaking of like bad games in the series, there is one game type that I used to play quite a bit, and then I played one entry into the genre, and I just could not have touched them since, and that's platformers. Because I never like hugely enjoyed platforms, but they were like fun games. And then I made the unfortunate mistake of playing Super Meat Boy.
Oh my gosh,
I-
that game
I
is so brutal.
Cannot play platformers after that. I got so fucking angry at it that I just could not play any platformers
You ever
since.
play Cuphead, by the way?
I
Is
played a bit.
Cuphead?
Okay.
I don't have.
I just wanted to know.
one or two.
Did
I
anyone
just
know
not a huge-
who
I
here
don't really
beat the
kind of
tutorial
bullet hell games in
Cuphead?
general.
Who's beat the tutorial Cuphead?
No, I played
I
it
think
like
I
quite a
have.
bit. I played it on a friend's save though, so I've never played like the
Same.
tutorials
I
and shit,
was
but
me
it's-
and him. We
But like,
player one,
I'm
player
just
two did.
not a fan of bullet hell games, which is like B has been trying to get me to play Undertale for fucking forever. But it's a bullet hell. I'm just not a fan of bullet hell games.
Have you guys played Five Nights at Freddy's?
No.
No.
Five Nights at
Oh
Freddy's.
god,
I
remember it
never understood the hype for that game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, same.
it was just scary and that's it. It was kind of funny, but
Like,
I
I
remember
like
in
horror games,
class-
but that's not even horror. That's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
exactly.
why?
Year 6 of my middle school, they banned Five Nights at Freddy's, so that they server banned like all the like Five Nights at Freddy's sites. But on the site that they use for programming, on this site website app called Scratch for making programming, you could search up games and people just port Five Nights at Freddy's into it, so you're able to play it. And then I remember one time it was all quiet in this IT class, and someone just makes the fucking biggest screech. Everybody looks over him. He's fallen off of his chair, and it just said it's just Five Nights at Freddy's.
I
Keep
think
playing
Five
those
Nights at
games.
Freddy created a whole new generation of furries.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
After seeing
Very
Toy Chico, I
dodgy
should never do the
furries.
same.
Yeah.
Oh
But yeah,
god.
I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's is just somebody watched too many Nights at the Museum films.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I never seen the hype of the game. You know, like
Yeah,
I
same.
remember having a lot of friends who really liked it, but I was like, it's just puppets. You know what
Yeah.
what's
Like
animatronics,
animatronics can
actually.
be creepy, but it's also like I am a huge fan of horror in general, like in horror games as well. But I just never really saw the appeal in Five Nights at Freddy's.
yeah.
Anybody here own a Nintendo Wii?
Nope.
No.
Oh, what?
Only the
I thought
British
everybody
people
owned
will,
a
Speedy,
Wii.
you know this.
I thought everyone
Wii
had a
Sports,
Wii,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
We
Everybody
was
has
like,
a Nintendo
a
Wii.
I think Britain sold more Wii's than the rest of Europe combined.
Yeah.
Jeez, everybody had a Wii, bro. This is
Yeah.
boggling to me. Everybody
Oh
has
my
a
God.
Wii, bro.
I think I know
Wii
one
Non-gamers
person who
had
has
a Wii,
had a
bro.
Wii that's
Literally,
not from
No, I was
everyone
poor
had a Wii.
as a kid. The Nintendo DS was the only
So
thing I
was-
could
so
have.
was my brother,
Nintendo
bro.
Wii bowling was some of the greatest shit ever, man.
Bro,
It
we had a
was so
Wii in our
good.
school, bro. We had a Wii
My-
in the
We had one at
school.
our school as well.
Like
Literally.
my cousin collected every single console he could get his hands on, but even he didn't get a Wii.
That's crazy to me. Like it was so like omnipresent in my childhood.
I
I think,
cannot
I think,
imagine
I
it
think
not
for me,
existing.
I never had the appeal of any games for the Wii. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think that there was
Chill.
there were games that I
Mario
would be
Kart.
interested in playing.
Okay,
I don't know why, but for some reason it just made it really big in Britain, and the rest of Europe was just like meh. I think
So,
I can't remember the numbers,
um,
but I think you guys might have sold more than the US. I
I
could be wrong on this.
Come on, Britta.
Remember what happened in 2020 in March when that happened, when that all started? I was looking at buying a Nintendo Wii for myself because I didn't have one at the time.
what happened
It went
in
from
2020?
in a whole week of when them announcing lockdown to announcing that it's going to be longer than 2 weeks. The price of a Nintendo Wii on Amazon went from 50 quid to 300 quid. I'm not
The only
joking
person,
about that.
the only non-British person I know to have a Wii is from our Arma group Tykki.
Be right
and
back.
He like his controller broke over a year ago, and he just could not get a new one, and he actually had to buy a new controller from British Amazon because there's just
funny.
nobody in Finland who had a Wii.
To be fair,
Nintendo Wii
it'll be
still
harder
prices
to
on
find them
Amazon.
now, but
I
yeah,
bought,
everyone had it. Wii Sports,
One of my favorite
bowling,
games on
golf,
Nintendo Wii,
tennis.
Mario Kart Wii. That shit broke friendships.
Yeah, bro, they
I
had the
have-
like little steering wheel.
I played
thing
one
as well.
Mario Kart game, and that was enough. Like, not as in I played a singular Mario Kart game. I played one race in one Mario Kart game, and that was enough for a lifetime for me.
I don't even enjoy it
One
though,
of my
because
favorite games.
everyone plays
Mario
it.
Sonic at the
I've-
Olympic Games. Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games are so much fun.
Those were just knockoffs of Wii Sports, man. I didn't enjoy any of those ones.
They were so much fun, man.
Those are the one with like
The Sonic-
fencing and
oh.
stuff.
Yeah, fencing and everything. Sonic Zero Gravity. I think it's Sonic Riders.
When Halloween comes around, we should play something like Lethal Company or something. For
We
Ooh,
were
that
meant
would
to
be fun.
get
That
Speedy
would be
to play
fun.
Until Dawn or something, and we would like
Ooh,
record
okay,
it as a
Until Dawn is
special.
really good.
No, what was I can't remember the name of the series, but it's the Japanese horror game series where you need to take photos of the ghosts.
We could do that. We could.
Ooh, that
just
would be
scare
funny. That would be
Speedy for
funny.
an episode.
Can all the four of us play the game or?
And I think that's just the thing.
But I think it's just
that's why
funny
it's-
if Speedy does it.
That's why I think it's something like Lethal
Speaking of
Company.
horror games, one of my favorite horror games to play before they canned the servers was the Friday the 13th game because it was just so much fun. And if you all go
Isn't
into
that
voice
generally
chat,
considered more of a comedy game because it's just not scary in any way, shape, or form?
it's scary sometimes, but it's more funny because obviously if everybody goes into the game chat, it's like you can only hear people at certain distances unless you have walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
And
that's the
funniest
same
thing
in,
was, like,
in
blasting.
a lot of them.
Yeah, I know, but if you like, I remember one time me and my friends, we were playing Friday the 13th from Halloween, and somebody put the Thomas the Tank Engine theme tune every time he would get close to people as Jason. So this is you would say
I would not have even recognized it. I've never watched Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's just funny. And you just put like playing random sounds down your microphone and be like, oh, I can't say that one out loud, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say it
Speedy,
out loud, but
please
there's like
no
some really
racism
funny
in
shit.
chat. Please no racism.
Yeah.
It wasn't racist. It was just like a really threatening.
Please do
And
not
then,
threaten the viewers, Speedy. Please, we need
Yeah,
to
but
get them to
honestly,
get
it would
to
be
the end of
really
this
funny to
episode.
on Halloween play some kind of a group horror game, something like Lethal Company.
Yeah, we could.
Or what's
do
those
100%
ones where you
yeah.
have to run and hide from someone? The hide and seek horror games.
the back rooms?
No, it's the one where one player is the killer
Is
and
it
the others need to
Daylight?
like turn on
Yeah,
the
that
phone.
would be
Okay,
nice.
that would be funny. That would be funny.
Is it Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, Dead
that
by
the one?
Daylight. Yeah, Dead by Daylight. Not until dawn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They just recently added fucking Kaneki Ken as a killer into Dead by
Yes,
Daylight.
That could be
They
fun.
added
That would be
K-pop.
great for the podcast, bro.
They added
There
a
are
K-pop
so many
idol.
good like horror themed anime. Why?
I think they
fucking
also
Tokyo
added like
Ghoul?
a Corey Taylor skin or something like that.
Oh
It
yeah,
would
they
have made
added
more
uh,
sense to do like an
Slipknot, yeah.
actual evil ghoul,
I know
but that
there's
could be fun.
There's Chucky in it, and people fucking hate him because it's really hard to see him coming.
You just have to look down the whole time.
Exactly.
I also never understood the point of Chucky.
Just fucking kick
Yeah,
him.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, just
These
kick
are the
fucking
only
guy.
horror games that horror movies that I was like, yeah, this shit
Yeah.
sucks.
I watched the new-ish Chucky, and the only thing I remember from it is that he poisons the chili with rat poison. And, like, that makes sense. But again, at that point, you just fucking yeet the doll.
Exactly.
Like, Annabelle works. Like, Annabelle I like. I really like, especially Annabelle Homecoming is an incredible good
Yeah.
horror film. But I just never understood Chucky.
Okay, I understand why dolls can be seen as creepy and whatever.
Yeah.
But the moment you realize, oh fuck, it's the doll. We need to get rid
Yeah.
of the doll.
Also, like, the
Like-
point is, like, if it's just a doll that's gonna come and stab you, that's nowhere near as scary as a doll that's, like, possessed by something that just makes
Exactly.
everything go to shit.
Because you could, for example, you could destroy the Annabelle doll, but like the demon will still be there. You know, it's like
Yeah,
not.
and
It's not like the.
The whole point is like whenever they realize that it's the doll, there's just nothing they can do to it. Meanwhile, if it's a doll that just tries to shank you with a butter knife, like
Exactly. You just break that shit. You know, just burn it.
yeah, they're like I don't know. Like Chucky is one of those only like horror franchises I could never get into because it just seems so dumb to me.
Yeah. Have you guys ever watched the Leprechaun movies by any chance?
Oh
No.
yeah. Oh god.
This is like this is trash horror movie like
Yeah.
movies. It's just imagine this consumer. It's a magic
It's such
leprechaun that's evil that wants to get his gold back, and he kills people. You know, and
How
there's
did he
so
kill
many.
them?
Like, yeah, voice.
Exactly, and there's so many like strange. Like there's one where he's in space. There's
Yeah,
one where he's
it's
in the
so
ghetto
bizarre.
in Detroit or some shit like that.
Did they make a game for that as well?
Yeah, they probably did. Not gonna lie, they probably. It's so stupid, but at the same time, it's so funny.
Oh god, I just looked at the Dead by Daylight trailer for Kaneki, and it's such a fucking teenage angst edgelord shit.
But, bro, that's like literally every anime.
It's so bad. Why Tokyo Ghoul of all things? I mean, wasn't that to celebrate Tokyo Ghoul's birthday, like anniversary?
Yeah, I think it was or something like
they
that.
recently had the big anniversary, and people were super excited for the new announcement. It's gonna
New
be a
anime,
remake.
new
and
anime.
it was just fucking. It was a fucking cafe in Tokyo that was up for a week. Oh, they did you hear that they shut off the Square Enix cafe in Tokyo?
No.
Really? Why?
Yep. Just wasn't making money, I guess. But yeah, they shut it down after I think 10 years of it being there. It wasn't like an official Square Enix cafe where they did a bunch of like Square Enix collabs and shit. Like I think the last one was near when they shut it off.
Damn it, I can't log into Twitch on it. Fuck's sakes.
You
They
know,
opened
one-
a manga restaurant where I live, near where I live. Seems pretty cool. I may go there, make a video, show you guys. Who knows?
Oh, that could
My
be cool.
hometown actually used to have a Japanese style cat cafe.
Nice.
Best
What does
place
that
ever.
mean? What do you
Which-
mean by that? Do you mean
No,
it's like has
it
anyone
was,
seen that?
It was like it was a cat cafe, but with a very weeby theme. Apparently,
you know, has anyone
And-
seen that James May clip where the Japanese guy takes him to the cat cafe and he says, "These aren't cats. These are just 14-year-old high school girls."
Yeah,
Girls
I see
girls
that.
dressed as cats. That's the vibe I've got for when you said that anime.
No,
theme.
it was like apparently like I never went there because I moved here like a few months after it closed. But apparently the worst part is that cat in Finnish is kissa, and like a European style cafe in Japanese is kissaten, and that's the name they gave to it.
Kissaten? Oh my! Oh,
Kissaten is like a European style cafe in Japanese,
I see.
and that's the name they gave it. And it was a cat cafe, and apparently it was incredibly weeby.
Great.
Yeah,
I was about to experience glory, but unfortunately, it was closed.
yeah. I didn't actually go to any cafes while I was in Japan.
Wait,
I
is
don't
it-
think.
Wait, Anime, are you going to go to that cafe?
It's
then,
for
or
the
is it
best,
fully
bro.
closed?
You'd have caught a case.
Wait, which
You'd have
one?
caught a
Which
case,
one?
bro.
The manga cafe that's near where you are.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and go there.
You should totally vlog it. It'll be so funny.
Yeah.
What the? Okay, so I. Right. Okay, never mind. I play DayZ with some boys, including RC and Rage, every now and then, and there was a weird announcement for DayZ Contact. Which is, Contact is a DLC for Armor that brings aliens. I was like, what the fuck are they bringing aliens into DayZ? But no, they didn't. Doggo.
Doggo.
Dogo.
Luna.
Don't
Me with the
go.
Doggo.
She has abandonment issues. I don't know why, but
Aw.
literally after 5 minutes, she needs to come near me, and I need to pet her.
Makes
I
sense.
cannot leave her alone.
No, I cannot leave her alone. She's gonna start screaming and crying. I'm not gonna lie. Vai lá, Luna. Vai lá. Vai lá, tá bom?
I still love her hair. I think it is very stylish.
It's
Yeah.
unique. It's unique. People love her.
She's
She
a
looks
blonde.
like a
A blonde girl.
exactly.
What's
She-
this?
But speaking in other gaming news, has any of you
Yeah.
played The Last of Us?
No.
No.
not
It is
really.
currently having its second season of its HBO show
Yeah.
adapted at the moment.
Pedro Pascal.
Apparently,
is in
people
it.
don't like one of the actors very much.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't
Abby.
like the main actresses because she doesn't look like the games, you know.
Yeah, but it's a
She
bit
doesn't look
funny
attractive
because
enough.
in the games, people hated her in the games because she was too muscular. Like she looks like Giga Chad in the games. They're like, real women don't look like this. And now that
I
we're
think
into the show and
like,
they've got a
one-
real
one
woman, it's
reason
like,
that
why is she
people-
not jacked?
Like one reason I know that people hated her in the games is because apparently her character is really shit.
I don't.
Like
I disagree.
really poorly written.
Nah, she's good. She's a good character. People are just
Interesting.
immature.
Speaking of the like jacked female characters, they are making a live action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and
Yeah,
people
I saw that.
are
I
really
saw that.
angry with the character choice for Toph.
Yeah, they basically
making
said,
another
you know,
one?
the character that is
Didn't they make it a
very
man or
famous
something?
to being a tomboy. Yeah, we're not gonna make her a tomboy anymore. She's
Yeah,
gonna be a
Toph-
girly character now.
Yeah, Toph is like the quintessential badass tomboy character, and they're gonna make her girly. Like
Exactly.
there was at one point there was a petition before the announcement was made that they would have Dwayne the Rock Johnson play Toph.
Yeah.
Because there's a filler arc in the actual, can't really call it an anime, it's an American's cartoon, where they basically there's like inside their own world there's a theater reenactment of their adventures.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
Toph
remember
is played
that.
by Toph is played by this like huge muscly guy,
Yeah.
so people wanted Dwayne the Rock Johnson to play Toph.
Just
in the
just
live
wear a
live
wig.
action. Yeah.
Like here, I haven't watched the live action of the Last Airbender, and the
Me
reason
neither.
is it's that, you know, because when you have a show that the original creators at first were like, yeah, we're gonna do this live action, it's gonna be very
Yeah.
cool, but then after a few months they're like, yeah, we're leaving the project because it's not going to the direction
Yeah.
that we hoped it would. So that's already tells you that it's not gonna be. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be
I
that.
tried. Well, I have seen the original live action movie. The absolutely fucking
Oh,
dreadful
oh.
movie.
Bro, that was my
I have
favorite
seen
The
it.
film
only
as
thing
a
I remember
kid.
from that live action movie was the Happy Meal toys.
It's literally my
I
favorite
remember,
film.
But it's,
man.
like, we used to have Sky back in the day, and I remember buying that movie on Sky because I was like, it's the Last Airbender. I love
Yeah.
that show. Worst money I've ever spent in my life.
yeah, but it's honestly like when you have the original creators of the show leaving it because the direction the live action is taking isn't what they want for the series, that's a big fucking red flag.
Exactly.
Well, I think something similar
I
happened
found
with the
exa-
new
I
One
found the
Piece
exact
season.
Happy Meal toys I had.
It's also like the if you guys ever follow the Rings of Power debacle,
Yeah.
because
one on the right I had.
the only guy who could like basically veto anything Amazon tried to do with the Tolkien franchise was Tolkien's son. And less than a day after Tolkien's son died, Amazon fired their Tolkien expert and just went their own way with the whole Rings of Power. Like that's just that killed any interest any actual Lord of the Rings fan had in that series.
Do
Yeah,
you guys remember the movie Shark Tale?
I never saw that.
No.
Yes, I remember.
I
What
just
is
found
it?
one of the Burger King, the 2004 Burger King toys. It just looks so shit.
Let's see.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, right.
I used to love that movie when I was young.
That fish looks fucking stoned. What the hell?
He's like, what are we fighting? Huh? What are we fighting?
It's meant to look like it.
What the fuck?
It's meant to be
I just remember some like really fucking cursed 90s toys from the Phantom Menace.
Is that
All
the Jar Jar
Binks
Binks
merch.
one?
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks merch.
Oh my god.
Yisa, Jar Jar Binks. I used to be a big Star Wars fan when I was younger.
You know something, Cheese. I don't understand the hate of Jar Jar Binks. He's not that bad of a character.
Neither.
Like,
the guy's just funny, bro.
exactly. Like
I do
remember,
find him irritating, but I don't understand like huge hate for him.
Yeah, I remember when I watched the prequels back in the day. Like I heard a lot of people like, oh, it's so bad. Like the characters are so annoying, especially Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
I was like, when I watched it, I was like, it really isn't. Like he's funny. He's
Did you know that one of the like it's a bit unclear what happened to Jar Jar in
Can
the
you
end,
put
but like
the
the leading
Shark Tale
theory is that
toys
he
at the end
got
of the
depression
podcast,
and killed
please?
himself.
yeah, I heard that. I heard that. It's sad that unfortunately that character had that fate, but they kind of redeemed the actor like in
Yeah,
the
I mean
which
the
one
real
it was the
real theory is
Asgard one?
obvious that Jar Jar Binks is the ultimate Sith Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my canon. That's my canon.
Gang,
I used to be really
I'm
big into
have
Star
to
Wars.
go in like 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
let's end it off here with the picture of the Shark Tale toys.
Yeah.
Oh god, they are horrific.
Well, that was
90s collaboration toys in general, like early 2090s collaboration toys, tended to be quite cursed.
Oh my god, I just can't go over
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Well,
Thanks
this
for
has been
watching
a
another episode.
relatively
Yeah,
this has
thank
been
you
a
for watching
relatively
this very short
episode.
episode of the Generic Anime Podcast, where next week we'll probably do the exact same thing because we do not have any good ideas typically. So,
Unless we
yeah.
can get Bunko on, then we'll actually have a
Yeah.
proper episode for once.
Exactly.
Yeah, but is it? Wait, what episode are we on now? What episode is this?
I don't fucking remember.
69.
Who are we gonna have on for the episode 69 Generic Anime Podcast? Drop the suggestion down in the comments.
yeah.
So this is episode 29, so the next one's episode 30.
Do we need to do something Smexy related for episode 69?
Exactly.
Yeah, cheese
please.
gets oiled up on camera.
Oh.
I'm gonna get consumers to play some Gunnar games.
No, please. Only with my eyes
I
and
just
ears shut.
speaking of Guna games, I just got my 2B thigh highs a while back in Final Fantasy.
I was about to
I can
say
finally
you
make
bought
my
2B
character's
thigh
ass
highs for
bigger.
yourself. I'm like, what's going on here, sir?
no, in Final
You're
Fantasy.
doing a 2B cosplay?
Ooh, that would
Ooh,
be very
okay.
sexy.
Ooh, let's
Cheese
see
to
who's
be
doing-
cosplay. I need it now,
I-
please.
I would need to shave my legs for that, though. I will say that, and do some more booty workouts.
Yeah. Get that booty.
Subscribe.
Get that booty
If we get to 100 likes, we're gonna make
No.
a cheese
1
cosplay.
million likes.
1 million.
I think 5
100.
likes is better.
No.
Yeah,
I think
five
Rage
likes.
said he will do an Astolfo cosplay if he comes on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
next
Rage
time, I think.
said that
Nice.
he's doing a Astolfo cosplay.
whenever we get
Guys,
Rage
at 100,
back,
at 100 subs, we'll get Rage to do an Astolfo cosplay for the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So,
But yes,
well,
we need to go before Speed is late from
exactly.
work. So we'll see you next time. Subscribe to the
Next
fucking
time,
channel.
subscribe.
Like, share, comment.
Queen Wave. Yeah.
Requiesce.